Right, so you'll be wanting to add new content to the website, hopefully, particularly in the blog and games, videos, and quizzes sections. So let's look at how to do that. We can add new here. If you want to add a new blog post, we just add post. But you might quiz, game, video. These have their own link here. You probably won't need to add pages, and we'll look at media in a minute. So add a new post. Let's say it's our first Manchester meeting. And what's quite nice, if you have a meeting, you might want to write a report from the event. Perhaps one of the young people could take charge of that. Once you've written the content, there's certain things that are useful to know. On the right hand side of the page is all the sort of key controls. So once you're ready, you hit publish, but you can also preview what your post is going to look like as you're editing it. So all this stuff down here gets added automatically, and the share buttons. But here's the actual content. That's the title of the page, and there's the content that's going in here. So further down, it would be if it's a resource such as a video and it's got a particular target audience, you can indicate that here, but you don't have to put that in. What is important, if it's a blog from the Manchester group, tick the Manchester box down here, and that means it will appear on your page's feed. You can also add clinical topics if you want, but we don't really use those at the moment. That's something we might come to in the future. But a very important thing is to give select a featured image for use in association with your blog. So the featured image is basically this image here. Anytime your blog appears in a feed anywhere, it displays the featured image and a title and an excerpt beside it. So these are quite important things to get right so that it doesn't look funny. So for example here the featured image is too square. It needs to be more letterbox shaped to balance with the amount of content. But that's the sort of thing you get the hang of as you're going along. So you can either select a featured image from the ones that are already in the system, or you could upload files from your machine. But what's the best idea is if it's a nice eye-catching image, quite like this sort of picture, you should give it some alt text, and this is important for people who are visual impairment. It tells them what's in the picture, and then we set that as the featured image. So now when that blog is displayed on a feed, it will be displayed with that image. Okay, that's all you need to know. Once you've got your categories and you've got your YPAGs tagged and any audience groups, you can just click publish, and it will appear both at the top of the blog section and also, because this is tagged with the Manchester group as a category, it will appear down the bottom of the Manchester page. So I don't want to create this blog, so I'm just going to bin it. That warning is because I hadn't saved it. So for example, let's say we're looking at, we're now in the dashboard, and we're clicking on posts to get all posts. So there was a post a while back about the Get It glossary. So here I can do a quick edit on this, so you don't have to actually edit the content. And I was just going to tick the Manchester box on that because I know the Manchester group have done some work on the Get It glossary. So now if I go back to this page, see we've now got an entry about the Get It glossary under the feed at the bottom of the page. So this is a 3-column feed, so as we add more, they will get added beside it. And you'll see what I mentioned before about the featured image. I think we need to do something with that. It's a little bit too tall. So that's the sort of thing that you get the feel for as time goes on.